Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jasleen. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a reveal slash unboxing of a bag that I purchased prior to lockdown. Well, we weren't really under lockdown, but you know, social distancing and quarantine and all that. But if you're interested in this type of videos, stay tuned and let's get started. So I saw this bag on Instagram from various personal shopping pages. This is from the Spring Summer 2020 collection, and it was something different that I never thought that I would ever purchase. I'm at a point right now where I'm sort of craving something different when it comes to handbags. So, you know, when you got your classics covered and you have your solid pieces that you know you can wear anytime, any day, sometimes you just want something that is a conversation starter, something different, something to sort of spice up your wardrobe and accessories collection. And, you know, it's something that I was looking for. I was looking for a special piece. Last year, Spring Summer 2019, we all know about the bag that broke the internet, which was the Chanel Pearl Mini that came out Spring Summer 2019. I had never seen that bag in person. I saw it on Instagram, I saw it on various YouTubers that they got this bag, they hunted it down. This is about May 2020. So I was actually traveling to France. I was in Cannes, I was in Monaco, and I was in Paris pretty much for the last week of the film festival as well as the Monaco Grand Prix. So I was in hopes of being able to find that bag there because you've got so many boutiques, but by the time I got there it was all sold out. There was one on hold at the Paris Chanel boutique on Rue Royale, and it was on hold for a client, and of course it was sold. The only reason why I was attracted to that bag, really, if I ask myself, is because of the price point. So the price point for an all-around embellished bag was pretty good, and that's the only reason why I really wanted it. But when I did see it, I did have some hesitations about it. You know, before I even knew it was a hot item, I wasn't really a fan of how sloppy it could look. Like, the structure was not there. It's a satin bag. It's not lined in leather. The pearls are sewn on and glued on onto satin, and the only leather bit is really the tab where the CC logo is and under the flap. So when I saw it modeled on people who had it, the flap was moving around and the sides of the bag were not indented because of the pearls. So you had this little gap where the flap meets the bag, and little things could fall out. And I actually asked somebody on Instagram who had this bag, and I said, how do you find small items? And she said, yeah, they do fall out, but you know, it's a special bag. It's not really an everyday bag. But I'm kind of sad that I missed out on it, and I did consider purchasing it from a personal shopper, but the prices that they ask for those bags are just ridiculous. Like, I'm talking like $6,000, $7,000 US dollars. I would also imagine this would be really difficult to authenticate if you're buying from a reseller, because there are replicas on the market, and some of them I don't think I'd be able to tell if it was the real thing. And this is before the Chanel price increase, so I wasn't going to spend that money on this type of bag. And I was talking to a few sales associates at Chanel, particularly at the Encore boutique in Las Vegas. And if any of you know, if you go to Las Vegas, the Chanel boutique at Encore is the type of boutique where they have a lot of runway special pieces. There's actually a bag that I saw there that was beautiful. It was about $36,000 US, and it was embellished and embroidered, and obviously that is not my budget for a bag, but they have those type of showstopper pieces. And the sales associates there said, you know, most likely Chanel will do a bag similar to the pearl bag, but perhaps they'll do it in medium size, and they'll probably do it in a leather. And so maybe in the future, if something like that comes around, I will buy it, but sadly I missed out on that mini. So this time around I saw this flap and I said, okay, I'm on it. I'm gonna I saw it on Layli Mirza, who's on YouTube. She's from Dubai, fairly well known. At that time I only saw it on Layli, and she had revealed it on her channel. So I called my local Chanel boutique, so I called the Yorkville boutique in downtown Toronto, and I asked them, I said, well, do you have this bag? And this bag was only shown in the medium size on the website, and they said, yeah, let me just take your phone number down and I'll give you a call back. So I got a call back, and the really nice gentleman on the phone said, actually, madame, we do. He called me madame, which is which is how they talk. But he told me that they did have the bag, and he sent me a photo, and I was like, amazing, I'm going to jump on it. So he said, okay, well, he gave me a form to fill out. So I filled out the form, and I prepaid for it. When I purchased it, he had offered to ship it to me overnight, and I said, no, I'll just come and pick it up, and I'll just make a day of it. I'll run some errands as well and look at some new things. And I said that I'll go and pick it up in the next couple of days. So this was March 11th of 2020, and by the time I was going to pick it up, that's when the coronavirus scare started to become more of a reality, and we were experiencing some community spread in the city. When I went to go pick it up, I was like, well, I was this close to going downtown, and I said, you know what, right now with the news and everything going on, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe, I'll just have it shipped to me. So he said, okay, not a problem, we'll ship it to you. So thankfully I did that, because the next day everything had closed. So all the boutiques were closed, and they weren't operating, and stores were closed, and I actually stopped going to work as well. So I received the bag in mid-March, so kind of March 18th. Via FedEx, and I did film an unboxing. At that time I wasn't really doing YouTube, and I just unboxed it really for myself, because I wanted to capture that special moment of opening all the packaging. Sometimes when I do get bags, I get my husband to film me opening it, and it's just for us, and you can only ask your spouse to do that so many times. So I set up a tripod and I just filmed it, but I never thought of posting it. So I do have that footage, and I'll insert it so that you can see it. I did receive the bag on March 18th via FedEx, and it came in a big brown box, and I brought it up to my room and I started to unbox it. I of course filmed it at the time. I wasn't on YouTube then, and nor was I really planning on putting anything on YouTube, but I filmed it just for myself, and it's always nice to keep that on record of you actually physically unboxing the bag. Let's say if you ever wanted to sell it, then you can always show the buyer that this is the bag that you got from the boutique, and then with the authenticity card and the receipt, it's just nice to show that it's fresh out of the packaging. It's a little bit more credible, and I also suggest, if you're ever selling a bag, if you're packaging the bag, always film you packaging the exact bag, and that way you have proof that you put everything together. So it came. This is the extra box that I got for the other video that I explained. The first box that I got, the Chanel, was a bit crooked when I looked at it carefully, so this is a replacement box for that. So in this dust bag is the bag, so we're going to open it up. And here it is. It still has the sticker, and it still has the protective felt cover, because that's just how new it is. I didn't even get to use this bag, so it's been in my possession. Look, it's literally the size of my hand. This is a rectangular mini in the Houndstooth tweed material. It's absolutely stunning. This also came in the medium large size. But again, it was like, at the time, it was 71.75 Canadian. And that was a lot. I didn't want to spend that much on a bag at that point. But this is just like a small version of that. And I think in this loud print, a small bag is nice, although the medium large is pretty nice too. So if you can see, and I'll insert some close-up shots as well. But if it focuses, you can see it's all tweed in a houndstooth pattern, and there is this ribbon that is going through that says Coco Chanel, and it has champagne gold hardware. On the back there is a back slip pocket right in there, okay, and stickers are still intact. So this is with the chain, and if I take the chain out, it's pretty long. I did actually have a caviar rectangular mini way back, and I ended up selling that because I didn't see the need for it, and I know it's a pretty hot item because they don't make caviar rectangular minis, but I don't miss it at all. So I like my medium large classic flap, and I just wanted something different. Usually if you're getting a mini, you want something fun and, you know, eccentric as well, right? So this bag is actually lined in leather. So there's all leather inside. So it is a leather bag with a tweed material on top. I wouldn't say the tweed is a very hard wearing tweed, like it is a bit loose, loosely stitched, and it's not quite white. Like I know on camera it kind of looks white, but if you look closely, I don't know if you can tell, but some of the threads are like an ecru color, so they're off-white. So the color code is black, white, ecru. And I think it just makes it a little bit more, gives it more depth, and also, you know, it might not look dirty over time. So this bag is made in France. I don't know if you can tell. There it is. So it's made in France. There's a zip pocket here inside, and then there's a slip pocket in here. Slip pocket there. So the strap is quite long. I will model it for you, but I think a good way to do it is even wearing it crossbody. Like for reference, I'm 5'6", so it's not like I'm that short, but I do want my crossbodies to come up a little bit higher. So what you could always do is you can tie this together with a ribbon. So I actually have a ribbon. So I've got a black one from like cosmetics, and I've got like a white one from just packaging. And I think that looks cute too. Even if you wanted to tie like the ribbon on the strap, that would look kind of cute because it'll match the ribbon inside. But you can tie this together and then wear it on your shoulder. You can wear it crossbody, and it's a great little size. Obviously this isn't an everyday bag, because it will pill. Like I can tell it's gonna pill, it's gonna rub against you, and you'd have to care for it, just like how you would with a light colored lambskin bag. Even with caviar, to be honest, I've seen with caviar leather, you can scuff it and it's not repairable because the little pebbles come off. So usually if they are going to repair it, they'll usually like use like a leather paint, whereas something like lambskin, it's still workable. You can sort of buff things in. With anything that's embellished or anything that's fabric, you have to be careful. Like you really do have to be careful. So it's not going to be an everyday bag. It's going to be kind of like a special piece. I'll have to be careful of what I wear around it so it doesn't snag. I have to make sure that my nails are nice and smooth. Right now they're a little bit ratchet, so they're getting caught on things, so I have to be careful not to, you know, snag the tweed. But it is definitely a special bag. This sold out really quickly. When I had originally asked for it at, I had called the Holt Renfrew boutique in Yorkville, and also, sorry, not Yorkville, I called the Holt Renfrew boutique at Yorkdale and on Bloor Street. So we have 3 Chanel boutiques in Toronto, and I was told that they will check, and they actually do have one, but it's on hold for a client, and you know, they'll call me back if it's available. They did call me back once I secured this bag at Yorkville. They still did call me back, and it was considerate, and they said, you know, we're very sorry, but they actually did end up buying it. So there weren't any more available of this, and I do see sometimes they're hitting, like, kind of popping up on Instagram through personal shoppers here and there. And you know, obviously you're going to pay a surcharge for it. I did see a version of this with like chain and pearl detail going all around the bag, so that makes it pretty special. I did recently see this Houndstooth tweed print with the ribbon on a Chanel 19 in the medium size. I saw it at the Yorkville boutique when I was in there the first time I visited. I think it still is there, but I think some people are looking for that. So, you know, it is available. I'm not really into the Chanel 19, to be honest, but maybe it might grow on me, and it doesn't make sense for me to buy that because I already have this print. The nice thing about this is that it's quilted as well, so if you can tell, there are the tweed is stitched down in a quilting pattern, so you know, at least it's somewhat secure. I know that Caitlin Pawlowski in Australia also got this bag. Lily Mirza has it. Fashionably Amy also has it, and we all have not had a chance to wear it. So I'm trying to plan out outfits to put this together with, but I think it's just such a special piece. Even with what I'm wearing right now, it can go. Like, it's just a simple white top with pants, and it can fit things pretty nicely. It does fit my phone, for anybody who's asking. I have an iPhone 8S. It's not a plus, it's a regular. I'm not very good with tech, but it's an iPhone. So it fits it in there, and it fits like the larger phone as well, the Max. So there shouldn't be any issue there. So what do you think of this yellow long blazer? I got this from Zara last year, and I haven't had a chance to really wear it as often, but I think it looks really nice with this bag. It just gets it to pop. I'm so happy with this look. I feel so proud of myself. So for reference, I'm 5'6", and I'm showing it with the strap fully extended without it being tied in the middle like I mentioned before. So this is a full length. So guys, I'm super proud of this look. Like, who would have thought that I would put looks together like this? So here I'm showing it to you with the strap shortened like I had mentioned before. So I basically took the ribbon and I tied the strap on the inside of the flap together to make it a little bit shorter. Oh wow, look at me with a little kickback there. Ooh. So I prefer this length for some reason. I think maybe I tied it a little bit too short, but you can actually get these little bag clips from Amazon. Somebody on Facebook had mentioned it to me that you can get them to shorten the strap. So this look is very, kind of reminds me of like a Dior inspired silhouette. You know, you've got a very fitted top with a flare skirt, except this is not a Dior outfit. This is, the top is from Balmain, and if you saw one of my first videos, I did unbox this, and just for the record, I ordered a size 40 at the time, but then I realized I could size down, so I did exchange it for a size 38. So the one that I'm wearing now is a 38, and this skirt is a Wilfred skirt from Aritzia. It's called the twirl skirt, and I get a lot of compliments on this. I actually ordered a bunch of other colors from this season. I have two from last season, and they're really, really pretty and very flowy for the summer. And yeah, so the bag goes really well with this. So now I have an outfit to wear with this bag. But you know, as you can see, you can pair it with so many other things. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to know your feedback, so please leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed this type of content and you'd like to see more videos, then please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Tap the bell notification as well, because then you'll get notified when we're going to be posting a new video, and then you'll be the first to get that alert. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that you're taking the time of your day to spend with me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.